Yamoshi, the Saiyan who started the legend of the Super Saiyan and the Super Saiyan God ritual. Now, there's a misconception because of all the information that we have right now. All this just came from a Akira Toriyama interview that he did speaking about, the Super Saiyan God transformation, and pretty much kind of they're speaking on the story of a Saiyan called Yamoshi who battled fellow Saiyans in a rebellion, which they said there was like several evil Saiyans that he was fighting, and pretty much transformed into a Super Saiyan, but was still outnumbered and wore himself out. And eventually his spirit just wandered until, someone can do the Super Saiyan God ritual to, create another Super Saiyan God. So, judging from the statements that at this time that what Toriyama said, technically Yamoshi did not become a Super Saiyan God in the sense of how Goku and Vegeta acquired God Ki. That is not what he did. Essentially, he just, he was able to tap into Super Saiyan transformation, which he wore out, and eventually, I guess, they're saying that his spirit wandered, so it could be that he was pretty much killed in that battle, but his spirit still travels and pretty much, he's still out there, I guess searching for like other Super Saiyan gods, and until Goku was able to do the ritual and battle with gods. So whatever spirit form that he was able to transform into, I guess he was able to, defy the laws of everyone going to the checking station to meet King Yemma, and pretty much still travels around in a different form and pretty much transcending that of just a regular, spirit. So there's a lot of, misconceptions about this unless they give like a full backstory, like, make it like a anime adaptation about like this story and explaining more detail of what exactly took place. This is just all we have, but just going off of just the words of Toriyama and what he's explaining in this interview about the Super Saiyan God, where that transformation comes from. And like I said, Yamoshi didn't really, become a Super Saiyan God like with the red hair form or Super Saiyan Blue, how Goku and Vegeta is pretty much acquiring that transformation in Super. That's not what he did. Essentially, I would say he probably became a different form of a Super Saiyan God after his death, which allows him to become like something probably much more than what, Goku and Vegeta has acquired. Now, in Battle of Gods, Shenron said that he told a story about the Super Saiyan God, saying that Super Saiyan God battled evil Saiyans, and as quickly as he got the power vanished and left. Same thing what happens to Goku as he fights Beerus, and the power, the Super Saiyan God transformation seems to dissipate, but he still keeps some of the power. Now, with Yamoshi, there could be a sense where him and his 5 comrades, they probably did the ritual and he probably became the Super Saiyan God, and the power eventually vanished, but he still kept some of the strength. But while his back is against the wall, he ends up tapping into the Super Saiyan transformation. But even then, as he gets wore out, he eventually, gets defeated, and that's when he becomes a spirit that wanders around the universe looking for other righteous people. So that can also be a possible, thing connected to his story, or that Super Saiyan God, which Shenron speaks on, could just be a totally different Saiyan altogether. And it's just like I said in another previous short I just did, speaking about the Super Saiyan, about the legendary Super Saiyan and the Super Saiyan God transformation, about them being different people. And as we got multiple different stories about, the legends of Super Saiyan, and now we got the Super Saiyan God, which we have 2 other information, one from Toriyama and one from Battle of Gods, and of course the Super. I think that there is multiple, Saiyan gods in history that happened. That's probably how everything was pretty much, maybe formed and stuff. And like I said, Yamoshi may be the first, known with a name for like, for what we got as far as like, legendary Super Saiyan, and as far as like a Super Saiyan God. But it could also be that maybe he's not. And there's other theories because there's so many backstories to, the Saiyans and their history and what happened. And there's still so much of like, how would they know about that? You get what I'm saying? But it all just makes sense that what they gave, the information they gave in Battle of Gods, probably, like I say, maybe Yamoshi unlocked the Super Saiyan God transformation before unlocking the Super Saiyan transformation. And after the Super Saiyan God transformation ran out in their fight against the Saiyans, he eventually unlocked Super Saiyan transformation, which that lasted for a while, but it probably just wasn't enough until he ran out because it was outnumbered. It's only 6 of them versus, probably a lot. You get what I'm saying? So it's hard to really say. They didn't give those numbers, but they eventually probably tired out until they was exhausted and they got overwhelmed. And judging from evil Saiyans and whatever powers that they had, and even I got another video coming that's gonna talk about the evil Saiyans, so stay tuned for that because this one is coming like back to back. And I also got another video of something that I rarely see anyone talk about this, and it's gonna be a very cool video. So stay tuned. Drop a like, drop a comment at the bottom. Like I said, there's still so much mysteries behind Yamoshi and the Super Saiyan God and the legend of Super Saiyan, because like I said, we have so many interesting, unique backstories that speak on. Vegeta tells a story. We got the episode of Bardock, which is like its own thing, which could like lead to telling us like about Frieza's ancestor and about baby Bardock being his own legendary of Super Saiyan. And there's just so much things that just like so much different information out there. So like I said, Yamoshi may be the first Super Saiyan God, or maybe not, or the first legendary Super Saiyan at that, but there's still so much information that we need, and hopefully they be able to like give us more backstory to that, and more information comes out, and we'll be able to get more information on that and see more about Yamoshi and the story about his battle against the Saiyans and see what was going on. So like I said, I'm out. Drop a like, drop a comment, tell us what you think, sub to the channel, follow me on Twitter, ThePowerUp99. I need more followers, y'all. Sub to the channel, share the videos. I need more subscribers. I got a lot more videos coming right now. We drop a lot of shorts daily, but we're about to start dropping longer videos too as well on the channel. So stay tuned, check them out. We got a lot of other videos. We cover Dragon Ball stuff, we cover Naruto stuff. We cover a lot of stuff on this channel, and definitely some cool stuff, a lot of connections to other series and stuff that we're going to be diving into as well. So just stay tuned, and like I said, this is The Power Up, and I'm your host, Lee. So peace.